everybody, my name is Gretchen. I'm one of the chimp keepers, and I want to say to all of you, Happy World Chimp Day. So today's a really hot day, and I'm just after giving our chimps some lovely ice pops. How we make the ice pops is literally it's just some fruit tea that we freeze, and then we give them out to them on really hot days. So chimps are really clever. They're so clever, in fact, that even after getting a little bit of food, they're headed back into the shade, because even though chimps are from really hot countries, they've lived in Ireland for most of their lives, and they don't like when it gets really hot. They like to go down into the shade. So we've got 3 chimps living on this island. We've got our big male, his name is Marlon, and we've got 2 females, so 2 girls. Their names are Pia and Malou. And Pia and Malou are best friends, so they're actually hiding in the cave down on that side. And then Marlon has a little area that he likes under the bush just up there. That's his absolute favourite spot to hide. So if you guys are coming to the zoo to see the chimps, those are the 2 best places to check out that they might all be. So some of the questions that I get asked quite a lot about the chimps: why do we keep them on an island on the lake? Chimps actually can't swim. They have a higher bone density than humans, which means that they can't swim, but chimps in the wild in Africa spend most of their time up in the trees, and by having these heavier, harder bones, it means that if they take a little fall out of a tree, they're much less likely to get injured than a human would. Other amazing facts about chimps: chimps are up to 4 times stronger than human beings. I often get asked, what do they eat? So as I say, I just gave them an ice pop, which was frozen fruit tea, but most of what we feed them here in the zoo is loads and loads of vegetables. So in the wild, they eat quite a lot of fruits and vegetables, some leaves, and then they also, believe it or not, they are not vegetarians. Chimpanzees will hunt and eat meat. It's just not a huge part of their diet, and they also spend quite a lot of time eating insects. Chimps are some of the smartest animals around. Obviously, they're our closest living relatives, and they are a great ape. Sometimes people call them monkeys. They're not monkeys. There are 5 types of great apes, and they all have some things in common. So all of the great apes are really big, all of the great apes are really smart, and the great apes don't have tails. So the 5 types are the chimps, bonobos, then there's the orangutans, the gorillas, and the last one is human beings. Very big, very smart, and I definitely don't have a tail. So unfortunately, chimps are an endangered species. They face quite a few different threats. So the biggest one is habitat loss, where humans are cutting down the forests that the chimps live in. They also face problems of bushmeat, where humans are hunting them, and also the illegal pet trade, where humans are hunting the adults in order to get the babies to bring into the pet trade. Now, all I can say is chimps would not make a good pet. They are terrible pets, and they are much better off being left in the wild where they belong. So on this World Chimp Day, where we love to celebrate our chimps, feel free to pop into the African Plains here in Dublin Zoo, and don't forget that a percentage of Dublin Zoo's profit always goes to helping animals in the wild. So for the chimpanzees, Dublin Zoo helped to fund a sanctuary in Sierra Leone named Takagama, where they help chimps in the wild.